name's Ron Magnoni Jr., and I'm the owner of the Route 34 Drive-In Theater. How's that? The Route 34 Drive-In Theater is located 25 miles north of Starved Rock State Park, and generally in the middle of cornfields and bean fields. The town is like 1.5 miles away from me, so you get a nice clear picture out here because there's no ambient light coming at you from parking lots or anything like that. The first time I visited the 34 Drive-In was around 1982. I came up and I watched Runaway Train with John Voight and met the owner, Charles Dias. And I had known him before, but that was the first time I'd actually come up and watched a movie here. In 1987, my friend Paul that worked for Charlie had gotten a different job, and Charlie didn't have anybody to help him up here. And the ceiling came down at the concession stand because he wasn't big on spending money to fix things, so the roof leaked and the ceiling came down, and he hired me to come up and put the ceiling panels back up, and I've been here ever since. Why do people like the drive-in instead of the indoor theater? Well, it's cheaper for one. They don't have to hire any babysitters. They can come, they get to see 2 movies for what it costs to see one. They're not all crowded into a bunch of little seats in a tiny little 100-seat theater. You know, you can sit in your car, you can bring lawn chairs and sit outside and watch the kids play up in front of the screen, and it's a nice family atmosphere.
Hi, what movie's playing tonight?
Dolphin Tales 2.
And Edge of Tomorrow.
And which one is better?
Edge of Tomorrow.
I haven't seen them yet.
It's a really good movie.
Okay, how much are tickets?
$8 for adults,
$6 for children.
$7 for seniors.
All right, how can I say no?
The difference between the drive-in in a rural community and the drive-in in the urban area is that, for one, the picture is a lot better in the urban, in the countryside setting rather than in the urban, because there's like the Cascade in Chicago is right next to a bunch of fast food restaurants, and their parking lot lights light everything up so bad that the picture's kind of dim. And I believe it's a lot safer out here than it is up in the cities. What changes have there been in the cultural scene in the movies since I've been here? It used to be when a movie would come out to the theaters, it would be a year before it would be come out on DVD, so people would go to the show. Right now it's 4 months from the time a movie comes out in the theater till it goes to DVD, and it's still in the theaters. And what I found is that all these people have all these flat screen TVs and these home entertainment center things and all of this kind of stuff. And if they don't go out to a movie, very rarely do they stay home and watch it. They don't have time. If they're home, they have 15 or 20 other things to do, so it might be on the TV while it's running, but they're running around doing other things. When they come out for an evening to watch a show, they actually come out and there's no distractions. They sit here and they watch the whole movie, except for maybe their cell phones. I like to play nice movies like that, and I love to play family movies. I don't play R-rated movies until late September, early October, and it has to be something good after the kids go back to school, because when it's 40, 45 degrees outside, they don't bring the kids out anyway. So if you're going to stay open, you have to have something that the 18 to 24-year-olds are going to want to watch. As a single proprietorship, some of the challenges of running the drive-in are better than a partnership. That's the last thing you want is partners. Everybody I've seen that have partners is just a disaster, because one tells the other one what to do, or one does more than the other one. I wouldn't say that it's a little more difficult, because I have a lot more things I have to do myself, which I choose to do. I mean, I could pay other people to do it, but I don't. I like to do it. I like to run around to 15 different stores and get all the specialty things that I sell here. And the people enjoy it here. You know, I have great kids. Everything's. I love being a single proprietorship. Nobody tells me what to do. Most I get to deal with is the health department and the tax people. Well, the future of the drive-ins right now, it's a little hard because the film companies are going to stop making film. They're going to go to digital. You'll have to buy a digital projector, which for the drive-in is $70,000, which is a big expense for me, especially as a single proprietor. I don't have, $1 million backers behind me. It's just me. I'm shoestring here. They are still making prints. They just don't make as many. Oh, what type of equipment do I need to replace what I have? It's called a Barco machine. It's all digital. Like I said, it's $70,000. You have to have servers and all this computer stuff to run that I'm going to have to learn because I don't know a lot about computers. I can barely mess with my mother's iPhone, which she had to have. As far as the booth goes, I'm pretty much done doing what I had to do in here. I had to put windows in because the room has to be sealed. There can't be any dust in here. I have to put a door to close off from the concession stand because it can't have any like popcorn smoke or grease or anything come in here from the fryers that would affect the machines. Where the machines I have now have 4,500 watt bulbs to light that screen up out there. The digital projectors are 6,500 watts to do the same job that this does. I put a furnace and an air conditioner in here because it has to be climate controlled. And except for finishing painting the floor and the ceiling and the electrical work, just buying the machine is what I need right now. Am I looking forward to changing to running digital? All my friends tell me that they hated it first and then they loved it. Well, I don't think I'm going to love it. But we'll see what happens. It's that or close. But as long as I can keep getting film, I'm just going to keep running film. I mean, a lot of these directors, there's a new movie coming out called Interstellar, directed by Christopher Nolan, who did all three of the Batman movies. And he's insisting that Paramount and Warner Brothers make prints of his movie because he does not like the way it looks in digital. He wants to see it in 35mm on screens. In fact, they're talking right now that they might offer it to us drive-ins if we would like to stay open 2 weeks in November. Well, we'll see. All depends on how the weather goes for that.